We're going to go into the vault, guys. We haven't been in here for a while. If you remember, I did a video of this vault years ago. It's changed quite a bit. Hey everybody, welcome back. Today, as you can see, we're here at Mid-America Coins, and we're here for a reason. As you guys know, silver has been on a wild ride since the end of May, as I've said many times, going up from around $32 to over $54 just the other day. But recently, we've had a pretty big pullback. That said, right before the pullback, Mike from Mid-America Coins bought a lot of stuff at the CoinShip because a lot of people have been dumping their silver with the high silver prices. So today, I'm going to show you the crazy amount of stuff Mike has bought just in this last couple of weeks, guys. And Mike's going to tell you the number, so stick with us. But I'm telling you, it is huge. So let's get into it with Mike from Mid-America Coins. But before we do me a favor, don't forget to like and subscribe and help us continue to grow.
My channel is sponsored by sdbullion.com. New customers can get their first order of gold or silver at spot by going to sdbullion.com/new.
All right, so Mike, I have a question for you. You've spent a lot of money, as I just said in the intro, over this last couple of weeks. Exactly how much have you spent?
We spent probably a little over $1 million.
Over $1 million. And guys, I'm telling you, I'm here in a shop today, as you guys know, and there's so many pallets of stuff they haven't even had a chance to go through. Why? Because you've been busy or what?
It's just been crazy.
Yeah.
We did a little show. We did a lot of buying there. It's just, the stuff just keeps rolling in.
Well, I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on this, but I do want to give everyone kind of an idea of what's going on here. So this is one of the cards you haven't even processed yet. Can you kind of tell me at least what's going on here? It looks like a mess.
It is a big mess because we got stuff in frames, silver dollars, half dollars, and so on and so forth in frames. We bought bags of silver dollars. We bought around four bags of dollars.
So wait, these are bags of dollars. What's a bag for everyone?
500.
So each one of these bags has 500 silver dollars. Now, did you go through these when you bought them?
I have not went through them yet.
Gotcha. So he just brought them to you and you bought them as silver, or did you pay like...
No, we paid a little bit over.
Gotcha. Fair enough. So what's in this? What's going on here?
Okay, this is a little bit of everything. As you can see, we got silver proof sets, 90% sets. This is all sets of silver.
So is this like this bag of 90% in your hand here? Is that just unprocessed 90%?
Unprocessed 90%. Dimes and quarters mostly in that one.
Look at this, guys. You even have some Littleton Coin Company holders right there. And some rolls. Have these dimes been gone through, or are these mercs?
We gotta go through all of them.
Oh, man. Can I just take them home?
Well, no.
Okay.
We also had a bunch of card ones, but I think you wind up talking me out of them.
I did buy those, and I'll show you guys that in another video, but they were in this mess as well. What's going on over here?
This here we finally got processed.
Okay, look at this, guys. So each one of these is a bag of $20 face, 90%. And these are all just the walkers, and then you have this box here.
That's it. We had this box here. Between all the walkers, there's $1,650 face and just that. This is all 90%, a little bit of pure silver in there, but mostly 90% we haven't processed. This is 90% we haven't processed. This is stuff we kind of processed. We got some little bit nicer walkers out of these bags of walkers we did.
Right.
What I mean by nicer, they're a little bit nicer grade, so we're going to take and probably do something else with them. But guys, that's how we make up some of the money, because you've seen the drop. So yeah, it hit us a little bit, but it hit a lot of us a little bit. But we'll make it up because we hedge everything. So we tried to hedge ahead. This round here went down so fast, a lot of us didn't get a chance to hedge out everything.
And that's what I wanted to ask you about, actually. So Mike, you bought the majority of this last week, right?
A lot of it was bought last week, yes.
Right. So guys, we're recording this right now. It's October 22nd. Silver right now is sitting at just over $48 an ounce. When he bought this, what was silver at, Mike?
$53 an ounce plus.
$53 an ounce. So how do you hedge $5 an ounce and also pay, fairly to the people bringing you product? How does that work?
So guys, real quick, before Mike answers that question, I wanted to take a second to make an exciting announcement about this Saturday's Whatnot stream. Now, I am partnering with Whatnot once again, and this time I am participating in their Go for Gold campaign. This is a 2-day stream where there's going to be a bunch of streamers that are focused on gold, myself included. For example, in my stream, I made these really cool custom 1-gram gold bar cards that I'm going to be flash sailing at less than market price. Additionally, I'm going to be giving away gold every 30 minutes during the entire stream. And I am going live, by the way, this Saturday at 2 p.m. Central, and I really hope to see you there. And what's really cool, check this out. If you are brand new to Whatnot, if you've never been there before, if you scan this QR code or click the link in the description below, you'll actually get $15 off of your first purchase, and that's anywhere in the app. But you can even use it towards those gold bars or whatever else you want. So guys, I'm really excited to be going live this Saturday on Whatnot. I hope to see you guys there. Again, link in the description below. Scan the QR code, set a reminder, and we'll see you live at 2 p.m.
So how do you hedge $5 an ounce and also pay, fairly to the people bringing you product? How does that work?
Well, the bottom line, there is some of this stuff that, as you know, we showed you some deals where we're going to sell it basically at cost, maybe a little bit less. We'll hedge it out. We'll have to make it up on the next round. A lot of people don't understand. Yes, we don't always win. We love it when we do, but we also got to go with the good with the bad, as they say.
For sure. Now this, guys, just so you know, like this stuff right here, this is just a couple of carts. This isn't even close to anything. Mike, you want to show us some more stuff that you picked up?
Come on, take a walk on in here.
We're going to go into the vault, guys. We haven't been in here for a while. If you remember, I did a video of this vault years ago. It's changed quite a bit.
We are so far behind. This is our just regular processing, supposed to be our regular processing.
So what do you mean by processing? Is this all stuff you haven't even processed?
None of this has been processed. No,
including all these books?
These books are not processed yet.
Oh, my.
But, we've had these books up there for these books. We've had some of them. There's a couple added to it. Some of these have been up there about a year or two. We haven't got time to got to them.
Right.
And we got over here. We bought a lot of stuff here, sterling and everything else. The stubs are all full.
So these 4 crates, what are they full of?
Sterling.
This is all sterling silver. Now, Mike, I got a question for you because the refineries right now aren't taking sterling silver. How are you dealing with that, especially with the price drop? How do you even manage that?
We just pray that it stops. We can't do nothing about it at this point here. Yes, we're backwards. So even if the market kept going down, I would not sell this stuff. I would hold on to it until a rainy day, just like I did in 2011.
So, guys, I find it comical, just for you guys watching, that they're underwater on all of this sterling silver in these bins now, and the lids are blue. I find that kind of hilarious.
Well, what can I say?
But this all up here, is this all stuff you bought as well? That's not processed yet?
Yes, this stuff's been processed.
Oh, look at this. That's a 5-ounce proof Libertad. Can I buy that for spot?
No.
I tried. I'd put those in my Whatnot.
Unfortunately, guys, these are, I guess you can really say these are processed because my wife says she's taking them. So it don't matter if I process them or not. They're not going nowhere.
Fair enough.
But these are sterling sets also. Once again, we bought these as sterling.
Okay, that's kind of cool. Now, did you buy gold?
We did.
These are gold, aren't they?
Them were bought from the U.S. Mint, but they were bought in this last month here. So,
okay.
And we got stuff over here. A lot of these shelves, this side over here is stuff we can't even get to yet. We're behind. We're starting to use these shelves as
Wait. So this is all also unprocessed product?
This stuff here, we finally got it processed. We just haven't. As I told you before, I've been so far behind. What I've been doing lately, when I go and buy an estate, I just been putting their initials on the back and think I'll come back to it and get an actual sticker on it. We keep the receipt so we can go back with the price. It was my way of getting these eagles out of the way and stuff, these proof eagles and slabbed eagles.
Fair enough. So, guys, there is a lot more here, and we could sit here all day and show it to you all, but there's hold on, Mike. There's more to the story I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
So with this, the way this market's went, silver has went up so quickly. You had so many people selling you product. Have you experienced, like a lot of other dealers have, where you've been buying more product than you've been selling?
We have been buying more product than we have been selling. Don't get me wrong, we are selling, but the buying is definitely outweighing the selling.
So let me ask you a question. With this last couple of days, with silver dropping from, it closed over $54 an ounce on Thursday. Guys, I'll put the chart up on the screen so you can see it. Right now, as we're recording this again, it is October 22nd. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon Central Time. And silver is just around $48 an ounce. So we have lost in just 5 days, 6 days, $6 an ounce.
Yep.
So with that drop, Mike, have people been coming in and buying more taking advantage of the dip?
Well, you've been here today. We've had more people again still selling to us than buying.
So for the record, guys, he's not wrong. I've been here all day, and the majority of the people that have come in have been selling, not buying. So personally, me, I bought a lot of stuff. And like I told you earlier, I will show you that in another video. So make sure you subscribe. But anyway, Mike, with, you buying more than you're selling, how do you not run out of money? Especially now, as we said, with these blue totes that you're underwater on, now that you can't sell 90% to refineries, you can't sell sterling to refineries. How does a company like yours handle that?
Well, unfortunately, we are in still really good shape. We still have plenty of money. What we did is we let a few of the smaller dealers know that we're in the local area. We're not buying from them. We're saving our money for the public. Now, don't get me wrong. We will start buying from the dealers again when the foundries open up and the market changes a little bit. But right now, we are still in real good shape, and we want to make sure that the people know we're here for them. We're here to buy from them.
Right. So my question, though, is even though your company is in good shape, if companies like yours are no longer able to buy from the smaller dealers, which is something that you do, what do they do then?
Well, unfortunately, what we found out, and that's why we're seeing more traffic in here, is they're telling them they can't buy it. They have no money. The banks right now in this area will not lend to companies like mine because they're a little scared of the market too. Because they're dealing with a silver and gold market. We've been around a long time, so these companies know that.
Fair enough. Now, Mike, another question I have for you, and I know a lot of people are probably wondering this, even though we've seen like this influx of people selling product to you and other shops as well. We've also noticed that there's been a big pickup in buying things like Silver Eagles. And for example, 2025 Silver Eagle premiums have skyrocketed. I was just looking on a wholesale. You were just looking on it actually with me. What was it they were charging?
They was charging $7 over.
Right. $7 over spot for 2020.
That's wholesale.
Right. That's wholesalers. So we have all this influx of silver, but Silver Eagle premiums are going up. Why is that happening?
Well, because the 2025s are shorted this year. Now, on the 2026 guys, they're trying to show a premium if we try to pre-order. So my company decided we're not going to order. We're going to wait a month or two and see what happens.
Okay, so are you waiting just because you think spot price might go down, or are you also worried about premiums?
I'm more worried about the premiums, not the spot.
Fair enough. So let me ask you this. Did you expect a correction like this with silver, with the correction that we've seen in the last 6 days?
I don't think none of us expected it.
You didn't expect like any correction at all, or
we expected a correction. We thought it might drop $1 or $2. We did not see this big drop.
We did not see $6 an ounce coming in. So you were buying last week based on not expecting $6 an ounce.
Yeah, I was buying based off maybe a $2 drop. We was trying to be safe, so we was buying $1 less than what we normally buy, and it didn't help.
Fair enough. So, Mike, now that we have that, out of the way, I want you to show us some more stuff, what's going on in this vault, because I know that people want to hear it.
Okay, well, this is part of the processing we still haven't got to. We set these in. If you remember the last time you came in, these weren't here.
Right.
We thought, well, we're starting to overflow. We set these in. These are books you didn't get to see that we did buy. These are Eagle sets coming into us.
There's proofs in there.
Yes. These guys are selling us books like this. Double set of sets. These are a Walker set, complete Walker set, a partial Barber, but there is also a Barber set down there, Peace Dollars, Liberty Quarters. This is all sets coming at us. These are Washingtons. So we're buying collectibles and bullion stuff. It ain't all just bullion.
Is this all stuff you've bought in this last 3 or 4 weeks? Like all this?
A lot of this is, yes.
Not all right. So not everything, but the majority of it is stuff you bought.
And the stuff at the bottom is just stuff, as you see, is our bins we just throw change in.
Sure.
These are stuff we bought last year, but everything this way up, yes, we just bought.
Wow, guys, this it's incredible to see how much product is just flowing in.
These here, we bought these, and these are really cool. These are kangaroos in the pouches. Unfortunately, these people made money off us because they showed me what they paid after they sold them to me. We can't make no money off them right now.
Well, it's not unfortunate that they made money. It's just unfortunate that you can no longer make money because of the drop. Is that what you're saying?
That's it.
Okay, because
I am happy that they made money.
It's unfortunate that you are now not going to make money because you bought them at the wrong time. So do you think silver, you think silver's going to keep going down? I mean, we're not asking you to predict spot price, but what's your feeling on what's going on?
I really feel like it's going to make another correction, only going back up a little bit. Will it move as fast as it did? No, I don't think so. I think what happened was the market moved so fast when this correction came, it decided to correct it a lot harder than what it did.
All right, guys, so we had to cut there because we had customers come in and Mike had to help them out. But we were basically finished up with talking about, what we wanted to talk about. And it's the fact that, dealers all over the country over these last few months with silver riding up from, again, $32.99 to over $54 an ounce last Thursday. We've seen dealers with influxes of inventory, and the majority of them, for the most of the time, told us that they were buying more than they were selling, and this is a result. So you're seeing dealers pile up with product, but here's the thing, is demand will eventually return, and in some cases it already is, in the case of the Silver Eagles like we had just talked about with Mike. So it's really good that we can take advantage of not only this dip, but the dip in premiums as well. As I've said, there are wholesalers right now, and I showed this in a very recent video, selling 90% for well under melt. Like we're talking $1.75 back of melt for 90% silver, because these wholesalers can't even move it out to, the dealers that move that 90% to them, they can no longer move it out to the refineries if they get too much. So what has to happen? Well, they have to sit on it. And then if they're forced to sit on it, and then you see spot price drop $6 in a week, what are they going to do other than, be like, man, this really sucks, and then have to wait for it to go back up or hedge it out like Mike said. And what a lot of shops do in situations like this is they'll sell. So for example, let's just say you're a dealer and you buy 100 ounces of rounds for $54 an ounce last week, right? Well, you're going to have to sell those now for less than 54. You're going to lose money. Well, not necessarily, because the idea is that they're going to go ahead and sell that silver, but they hedge it by then replacing it with new prices. So, if let's say it drops to 48 and they sell with a premium, let's say $49 or $50 an ounce, they go back out and they buy that silver back from a wholesaler for less than what they had just sold it for. So at the end of the day, they're left with that difference, right? They're left with the difference from what they just bought it from the wholesaler for and what they sold the silver they had for, and they still have the silver. So if you do that enough, you do eventually get all of your money back. And I think that's what a lot of the dealers are basically having to do in a situation like this as the spot price goes down. But as far as what's going to happen in the future, I don't really know. What I will tell you guys, though, is if you want to learn more about what Mike does, what you really should do is check out his YouTube channel, because he has a great YouTube channel, Mid-America Coins. I'll put a link for it in the description below. He's been releasing videos very, very consistently lately, which is great. And whenever he makes big buys like this, he loves to show them off in his videos, so you guys can see some of the stuff that's coming through the door. So if you want to see more of stuff like this, make sure you go over to Mid-America Coins and subscribe. But as far as this channel is concerned, I want to thank you so much for watching the video. And if you did like it, do me a favor, don't forget to like, subscribe, and have a great day. Stack long, stack heavy, and we'll see you next time.